What's up, everybody? This is the Bros Gone Wild podcast. Welcome back for another installment of the Bros Gone Wild podcast. This podcast is a self-help, life tips, comedic angles, and overall current events that just happen in the world. You guys step into a life of, or you get a representation of our great week. Life as college students. So yeah, sit back, grab that warm coffee, get that smooth jam, and let's get into it, boys. How are we? It's been a weekend. Miss you guys.
Not too bad.
How you doing, bud?
Miss you guys a lot. Jeez Louise.
Did you do anything fun this weekend?
My weekend. All right, let's just start getting into this.
Yeah, what happened?
Let's get through this.
I missed you. We got Snapchats all weekend from Josh, and he was lonely eating alone. It broke my heart. It really did.
The round table. The Knightsman. Okay, so first off, I want to say that I cried this weekend. I had a few tears shed.
You're laughing about that.
Dude, yeah, well, I don't know. I kind of like letting my emotions run a little bit. I've been looking into that path of my life. I've held them back.
It's just a
societal
strong,
thing,
huge,
and I've held them back as being the bro and man I am. And now I'm starting to delve into that instance of being able to look into my emotions. What? Anyways, so I cried this weekend. That's all I'm getting at, and I watched.
Why?
That's what I'm getting into. I watched the Mark Wahlberg brilliantly acted film during the Boston bombings.
Oh, what?
It was
What's that called?
Yeah, what's that called? What's that called, Josh?
That is a great question.
You're right.
You're asking the wrong guy.
You don't even remember the name of the GD movie, Josh.
No, it's Boston Bombings.
It's not the name of the movie. I guarantee you it's not Boston Bombings.
Mark Wahlberg, Boston.
I saw the previews for it. It was good, though?
I've seen previews for it,
Unbelievable. Yeah, it was. Gosh, it was so intense. Way more intense than I expected. And then just you follow. I don't want to give it away too much, but you follow a lot of storylines, and that's what breaks your heart.
Like the personal stories of how the bombings affected.
It's so freaking sad.
I bet.
That's like 9/11 movies. They take you through a whole
Yeah.
life of them, and then they just drop the ball on you. God, it kills your heart.
I'm not surprised that flick was good, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Wahlberg is a
Patriots
stud.
Patriots Day.
Took me why? I don't know why.
Jonah comes flying in with the info fact.
He's our info guy. We don't have an intern to do that for us, so Jonah handles
We don't have
info.
the master computer guy in the distance telling us all the facts we need to know. We just got Jonah.
Somebody's got to do dirty work.
Someone's got to clean it up. So, yeah.
Yeah, anyways, you see the movie.
Yeah, this movie was unbelievably sad. Morgan was crying. I was starting to tear up a little bit, and
Was that heavy, really?
it was heavy.
Wow.
But then it was also like motivational, like
Okay.
go America. Yeah. So, anyways, I cried at the movie. But earlier in the day, I went to the career fair, and Dish Network was there. I had to do it for a class and everything, and they loved me. These two guys just were all over me, telling me how good I was at talking to them, how great I am at connecting eye contact for 7 seconds, then looking away.
Is that what you're supposed to do?
Apparently, I don't know. I was just doing
Wow.
it naturally, and that's what this guy's telling me. So
Just
I'm
a
sitting
natural.
there. These guys are like literally commemorating, telling me how they're gonna speak at my funeral. No, these guys were ridiculously nice. Anyways,
They love you. They love you.
No, yeah. Anyways, they
Good for you,
continued to offer me after the career fair a 30-minute session, and I was like, yeah, shoot, sure. I end up going later in the day at 3 o'clock. I'm sitting in this professional-ass glass box.
At
and
the UC?
just shooting it with these boys. They're telling me
Wow.
about what, and in backstory, I would be moving to Seattle for the summer, living in an apartment-type dorm. They would provide, or apartment-type setup as to college, and they would provide a bed, they would provide couch, furniture, lamps, whatever it might be.
Holy
So it's
sweet.
fully furnished. And
Yeah,
in a
you want
sense,
those
all I would
lamps.
have to bring...
You need those lamps.
Wait, we get lamps? All right,
Count me in, bro.
Wait, we don't
I
get
want it.
lamps? It's a deal breaker. Anyways. Yeah, so it's fully furnished, and in a sense, all I'd have to bring is clothes. But, yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting offer. It's an internship, and they said I could make the lowest someone's ever made is $14,000 in a summer, and the most
Wow.
someone's ever made is $35,000 in a
Holy
summer.
cow.
Dude, if you could
Dude, that would be crazy.
That'd
And
be
they had
more
their
That's
own
cash.
app and everything. It kind of reminded me what Andrew did with that moving thing in terms of the,
right.
the iPad to do a lot of their stuff. But so yeah, so I got that offer from them. That was pretty freaking crazy. So I don't know. In the next few days, decide whether I'm gonna do that or not.
Wow, that's neat, dude.
And then, I meant to tell you, so we went out last night and we were at this.
Who's we?
Okay, yeah, sorry, I got more backstory.
No, you're good. You're good.
I went out with Morgsky and
Oh, of
her
course.
roommates. Dude, I've been
Josh
name
and the
dropping you,
ladies.
Dayton. I've been name dropping you.
Whoa. Anyway.
You gotta get my man's a woman.
I know. Anyways, so we go out and we get to the party. We get to this party and there's like people outside. So like, oh shit, this might be pretty lit.
Right.
We walk in and there is literally 2 guys inside of this massive apartment, and there's a keg.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you guys were the only ones there?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, so we're like, what on earth are we doing here? We're sitting there, no one's coming in for a while, and then finally people start rolling in, but it's all these like cosplay dressed people. I'm not even kidding.
Wait, what? Cosplay.
Cosplay. Literally,
What's
this
that?
girl it's like anime. Shit.
Oh, gosh.
Like dressed as anime. Like literally, there's like people, and there was a guy with a skunk tail. This party was weird. This was the definition of weird.
A skunk tail.
I'm not even kidding. This guy had a tail. At
Whoa.
one point during the party, he went down on all fours and was crawling around
Shut up.
like an animal.
No, he did not.
Swear
That's
on
false.
my
That did not
mother's
happen.
Bible. I don't know. Swear on something. It was nuts. He literally, on all fours, went down the stairs and went outside. I've never
Were
seen
you
Wait,
laughing
wait,
your
you
ass
went
off?
down the stairs on all
Went
fours?
down the stairs on all fours. Like,
At
this man's
first?
experience.
At first?
I would have been. I would have
Wow,
been laughing. so
that's
hard.
even more impressive, dude. I don't think I
Oh,
would.
that's what I'm saying.
Good for
Wow.
that guy.
He had to have been hammered.
I'm serious. Oh, he had to have been. Had to
He
have
was
been,
white girl wasted.
Dude, he was wasted.
Dude, yeah, so this party got weird fast.
My man had some brews in him. He had a couple brewskis in him. Let's
My
just say
man-
that. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so who would have expected? I arrived at this anime party, and I am just confused, all get up what's going on. And I end up approaching this girl with elf ears. She's got like weird makeup going on, and then ears that are way bigger than normal humans, in case you don't know what elf ears are.
Thanks, man.
Sorry, I was getting a drink. I approach her, I'm like, hey, so I'm just curiosity, what's going on with the ears?
Yeah, what the hell?
What are we doing up there? And she goes, oh, it's my New Year's resolution. Or I go,
What does
excuse
that
me,
mean?
what'd you just say, your New Year's resolution? She goes, yeah, I'm really into cosplays. That's kind of my big thing. And my New Year's resolution was to wear elf ears every day.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to commit to being an elf for the whole year, so I'm going to try and wear them every single day. And I go,
Good for
oh my
you.
gosh, no
Goals.
kidding. That's cool. So anyways, I ask her the question, I'm like, so what kind of cosplays do you watch? Because I'm kind of invested in sort of, like, I feel like I play video games, so I kind of know what cosplay is or
Right.
whatever. She
Right.
watches some TV
You're not a
shows. I feel like
stranger
I
to
could
it.
hear something and I'd be like, oh yeah, I know that.
Recognize it.
She proceeds to list 5 different cosplays that she's super into, that she watches, and I didn't know a lick. It was like I didn't know the English language. These were some strange names.
That's funny.
And yeah, dude, it was just, such a weird party to be at. And then the cops busted it. That's what was so crazy.
Was he getting wild?
I mean, yeah, it was getting pretty loud. It was this guy's 21st birthday. So it was getting pretty loud. And these cops are knocking. And they come a knocking. and yeah, we get kicked out, and that was pretty much the end of the night. But
They didn't do anything besides kick people
no,
out.
they just kicked people out. And they were like, yeah, as long as you leave, you're good. Life of a college kid. What you gonna do? Always got the police.
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Police are always on your tail.
We got a hard ass.
Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much my week. Yeah, last night was pretty lit with the cosplay people, but that was my weekend.
Not bad, man.
Yeah, started a book and
COD?
started Tools of Titans.
A lot of COD?
A lot of COD. Played a lot of COD.
Watch a
Not
lot of COD.
And watched a lot. Yeah, Optic 1, the ESWC. That was pretty hype.
Not
But
bad.
no, tell me about your weekend. Get me off the mic. I've been chatting like a chatting like a puppet. I don't know.
I didn't do
Something crazy. Nothing much.
Not much.
Saw some family, had little cousins over, but other than that, nothing too exciting.
Nice.
Good to see the family though.
Absolutely.
So.
A little miserable slightly though.
Boring.
Nah, not really.
Not terribly.
No,
Okay.
it was good to see my family.
No, that's good. That's absolutely.
Yeah,
good.
it was good to see everybody.
Yeah, and I'm sure you watched a lot of Harry Potter. Great. I know you love that whenever. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched some Harry Potter over the weekend, might have. But
Did
I saw on Twitter something that reminded me of you guys.
Over the weekend, nice.
So, The Lion King's coming back.
Yeah, and you see who's voice acting?
I absolutely
Heck
did.
yeah.
Childish Gambino.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what's that
his,
going to
What's his first name?
Donald.
Donald.
Yeah. So that was kind of like over the weekend I was really into that. I was looking up how they CGI movies and stuff because that's what it's going to be.
Dude, that stuff is so
That was
impressive
a-
these days.
That was a lot of my weekend actually.
With how they track the mouth and everything.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
I was just like so interested in it. I was
Yeah.
researching it and whatnot, and so that's I don't know about
yeah,
the most.
that's awesome.
But yeah. So,
I know, I'm really excited for that. I can't wait.
and then James Earl Jones is going to be Mufasa, and he was Mufasa in the first one. So
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, the same guy as Mufasa
Yeah.
again.
I don't know if I've seen that movie all the way through.
Are you
if I'm
kidding me?
honest.
What's your favorite Disney movie of all time? Are you a big Disney?
I'm not a big Disney guy.
Oh my
I don't
gosh.
really have. Like
I
I,
grew
haven't
up on
seen.
that.
I haven't seen the newest Toy Story yet. Apparently
Oh.
people
You
cry at
Jonah?
that.
You
Did
give
you
it to
cry?
him, Jonah.
Toy Story is one of
Since
my
we,
favorites.
touched,
all
since we
time.
touched a little of our emotions earlier.
No, actually, I've never cried from Toy Story. A lot of people do.
I cried.
Have you
I
guys?
did.
Yeah, you cry. Do you cry on movies?
Oh yeah,
Cry
I
at
do.
movies?
I do.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't
It
think
was
that
really sad.
that
when I
Boston
watched
Marathon one it didn't look like it was gonna be sad, but
it. I didn't
it makes
expect
sense.
it at all.
It makes
I didn't.
sense.
I did not expect it to be that good.
Just in the trailer,
For
they
some
didn't show
reason.
anything.
And then
Sad.
what was so cool is you start to connect the dots because you're remembering the event in real time while you're watching the movie happen.
Yeah.
So you kind of know what they're gonna find, and yeah, it's dope. It's really dope.
Interesting.
Sweet.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess that's pretty much. What was your weekend like, Jay?
I went down to Detroit, Wayne State, and had a dance show on Saturday night. So, didn't really do much.
What do those dance shows consist of?
So she dances in a company.
She
obviously.
dances. Yeah.
She dances, and they have shows, and I go. No, she's in like a company, which is kind of like a dance team, but like more like professional. So they had their first show of the year down in Detroit.
Nice.
So we had to. Her show was at 7:30, but she had to get there at 4, and I had to get there at 4 because I had been volunteered to help set up the whole thing.
Boyfriends.
And after like a half an hour, the lady's like, "All right, you guys can just hang out until 7." Like, what the hell am I gonna do for 3 hours? So I had to find out. Just chilled around this old building. Have you ever? It looks like Hogwarts, dude. It's a massive, like old. Let me see if I can pull up a picture.
In
It's
Detroit?
yeah. This is where the show was.
What's so?
I love Detroit.
It's
man.
called Old
Yeah,
Main.
dude, Detroit is becoming beautiful.
It's so
Have
beautiful.
you guys ever seen the garden stuff they do? I want to see it. I've never really seen.
My dad took me by a lot of cool stuff there.
I've heard they have
He's
really cool like outdoor
Seasoned vet.
building gardens or something.
Yeah, they do.
I heard it's cool. Dang, she performed in that.
That's what she all of her like classes throughout
For
the
people
day.
who
were-
It's
obviously
like an old
listening,
cathedral
it-
style castle.
It is how
Yeah,
I would describe Hogwarts. It looks
literally
insane.
Hogwarts.
Just type in Hogwarts Detroit, and I'm sure. That's dope. Yeah, that's really dope.
Yeah, so just walked around the big building.
Have you guys ever been to the market down there?
the Easter Market?
Easter market.
I've been once.
Andrew?
I don't
It's
think I
really
have.
cool. It's weird. It's unbelievable how many people are down there. I went to like
That's what I've heard.
I went right around Halloween, and so they're selling pumpkins and like all the stuff that was in, and we got 2 massive pumpkins for $5.
Yeah. Wait.
Like
tell me
they-
about how did that exchange go with that guy?
What do you mean?
You tell me the exact conversation you've had with him when you went back and forth with him. I thought you like maneuvered to deal with these.
No,
guys,
I
that
didn't get a
guy.
deal. No, that was the deal they were giving.
Oh, okay. I thought you like bargained them down or something.
No,
Oh, my bad, my bad.
but they were just like stuff super cheap, and it's really like all fresh stuff. It's really cool. everybody's giving out samples. You can try all this different stuff.
Yeah, Costco on steroids.
Absolutely.
That's a great. Okay, there's a long debate.
Costco.
I've always pronounced it wrong, apparently.
So have I. I'm
And
pretty disappointed.
I pronounce it Costco.
No, Costco is right.
I think Costco is right, but apparently Costco, it's more of a C-A-H sound.
That's just what people.
Nope.
It's more popular. Like I say Costco.
I say Costco.
I get ridiculed
but I
by
want to say
a lot of
Costco.
people. It's Costco.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely Costco.
It's absolutely Costco.
Thank you. So just had to make that clear.
Just get that
Out of the way.
dispute taken
Thank
care
you.
of. God, now I can sleep at night. Now I can.
What's better?
Get
What's
the other
better,
side
Sam's
too.
Club or Costco?
I've never been to Sam's Club.
I've never had a Sam's.
Oh
Club.
wait, we went with
once.
Grace.
I think
Grace.
Costco. Grace works.
Shout out.
Shouts to Grace.
I think Costco has a bigger selection, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Jenny
But I've only
Sims
been in one Sam's.
lives at Costco. She would buy she likes candy to use for her labs and
That's
for
right.
her good. If you get a good grade
She's
on something,
obsessed
she
with
will give you candy. If you get a poor grade, she will give you candy for no reason at all. So she goes to Costco.
Before the test, she'd give you Smarties while you were taking the
I'm
test.
telling you, this lady loves candy.
Loves candy.
Loves giving candy. Loves eating it. Just loves everything about it. But anyways, she would have the biggest boxes from Costco behind her desk.
With like Hershey's. That's right.
So much shit in those boxes. Everything on the candy spectrum was in that box.
Dude. She lived
awesome.
for when the Girl Scouts would come with those, you get those like things of Hershey's and things. She lived for that moment.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
I love Jenny Sims. She's a nice lady.
She lives right by Ryan, right?
Right across the street.
Right
Right
across
across
my
the street
neighborhood.
from Ryan.
Yeah, I've parked at Ryan's and seen her standing in the window. It's like, whoa, it's freaky.
That's funny.
Seeing teachers outside of school is so awkward.
It is.
At Ryan's grad party, she came up to me.
Oh.
She had a few pops. It was evident. And she comes up to me, and I just gave her the biggest bear hug in front of everybody there. And she loved it. Oh, how you doing?
That's funny.
I'm
That's
good.
hilarious.
No, so on the topic of teachers,
Yeah.
I saw this thing online the other day, and so it was actually in the great state of Michigan.
Yeah.
There was some teachers went out to the bar after school or whatever. There's a bunch of teachers at a bar, and they were just sitting there bullshitting whatever. And two moms, were sitting like across the bar that like knew they were teachers.
Yeah.
Videotaped these teachers playing, fuck one, marry one, kill one. You know what I mean?
Whoa,
you know,
oh,
that
gosh.
game.
with students.
Oh my
Talking
gosh.
about students.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What?
That's horrible.
And these moms videotaped it, and they got fired. And there was like 9 of them there. 5 of them got in trouble, and then 4 of them just sat there and like didn't say anything. And was probably like, "Yeah, this probably isn't a good idea," but never
Right.
like stopped it.
Right.
And they got like just I think like a reprimand, but they
Sheesh.
they immediately fired the teachers. And
My gosh.
Yeah, no, that's wild. That's freaky. Teachers playing that. I don't like that one bit.
uh-oh.
Is that the timer? Oh, that is the
It
timer.
actually is the time.
Oh my gosh.
So we
All right.
Well,
Anyways,
Yeah, we got some enchiladas cooking, so we'll be.
It stopped my recording. The timer did.
Oh bullshit!
oh,
I'm not just keep talking. I'm so sorry, dude. I don't know why you keep.
we're just gonna hear. You'll be heard in the background. It's no worries.
Yeah, just don't. We just won't.
Guys,
bring you
we will
in.
be right back. His timer went off. The enchiladas are ready. We'll see you in a second. Alrighty then. My stomach is full. The enchiladas have been slayed.
That was tasty.
Boys,
That's
how
how-
are we?
Much better.
Much
That was much needed. Much needed.
All right. Anyways, one of the things I wanted to. Who was that?
Marcus just got online. Xbox.
Marcus is.
Love it.
Actually, you guys talk for a sec. You guys talk a little bit, and because I feel like I've been talking a lot.
Oh
so-
no, dude. I don't
so
have
go
that
right
much
ahead.
to say. I
No,
didn't
I
really
don't either.
find anything too interesting this week when I was looking around the news.
Okay.
Um,
You had a story, Jay. Tell me a little about it,
oh, I gotta find it.
Mr. Prepared.
Oh, Starbucks. I saw this is now serving like ice cream, where you can get like ice cream scoops
Whoa.
with like
Oh.
coffee poured over it.
Dude, really? That sounds like
They're-
a float, like a root beer float
Kind of,
almost.
yeah, they're trying it. I don't know if it's out everywhere or if it's just like, I think it's just in it's in beta.
It's in beta. Let's put this thing in beta.
But yeah, I thought that was interesting.
Starbucks sounds nice. We have one right on campus.
That'd be so sweet if they had that on a hot summer day.
Oh yeah.
Some coffee ice cream. Yeah.
Eat the ice cream after would be fantastic.
Oh, it would be.
Oh,
No,
I would
that's
mix
actually
it too.
really
I
cool.
think I would like kind of.
Oh yeah,
Eat
it
it
would.
with.
Oh, yeah.
I would be chipping away at it as I was
Absolutely.
drinking it.
Oh, absolutely.
I wouldn't save one for the end. I don't
No.
really like when people do that. When they save like the best part of the cookie
Or-
for the last bite, I think that pisses me off.
If you eat
I
all
eat,
the
I eat
frosting,
around the middle and then eat.
you would.
eat all the frosting of a
Of course, dude.
cupcake and then the cupcake.
Oh, that's
itself.
horrible.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
like
annoying.
stuff like that.
Like
Or
you should-
that,
No.
like I don't want to really talk to someone that is like smearing the Oreo cream off
Oh,
with their bottom
gosh.
teeth or some shit.
Yeah,
I don't
that's a
wanna
good
talk.
point.
Like I don't know, lose my number if you do that.
Here's my number.
That's
My
fine.
gosh.
No, but okay. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was this. So I'm reading Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss, and there is this professor, Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and she's like one of the leading nutritionist people for our time and big studies, and then she's also doing like stem cell research, and basically she's one of the best research doctors like in the world right now. Anyways, she was talking about this new thing they have for people, and it's I guess what you would call it is you're preserving yourself for future casualty kind of events. So when you're growing up and you're losing your teeth or you take out your wisdom teeth, you send them to this preservation bank, this stem cell preservation bank, and they preserve. So it costs $625 to start, and then for yearly it's $125 for maintenance, and they keep your teeth like growing up. And so the way they use this after, so they keep these teeth from when you're 10 years old, and then say you get in a car accident and you screw up your spinal cord, you are like messed up, you maybe can't walk, they'll take those teeth, extract the stem cells and whatever they do with all that, and re-engineer stuff
Bone,
to you.
take
and
the
like
bone.
it could easily save your life. They said it could
It's-
save neural problems.
It's
It could-
illegal though, isn't it?
Illegal?
Like there's certain stem cell like research and stuff that's illegal because it's like unethical.
Immoral.
A lot of people think it's playing God.
Yeah. I
By
guess that makes sense, but
so I'm not sure how legal that is. I don't think it's legal in this country.
I don't know if that's true. Maybe not the state or something.
Regardless if it's legal, that is sweet.
Isn't that cool though?
That's
Oh
sweet.
no, it's
Yeah.
really cool.
If that was legal, that
Like
yeah, that'd
that's
be
saving
sweet.
people's lives. Like maybe
It
if you
is.
got this brain tumor or something, and you lose part of you just use that and it'll like save your brain or whatever
That's
it might be.
Wow,
I was blown away by that.
that's crazy.
Yeah, like think of the possibilities and stuff. Have you guys heard at all about they're finally, I think they're figuring out how to make like a pig in a way, in a lab.
Like construct a pig.
Yeah.
From
Yeah, they can do
Like,
that.
atoms
so-
and matter. Like actually
Exactly.
just making.
Yeah, like making an actual
Wow.
pig and then having like that, like recreating meat. Like it's the GMOs. That's
Holy
what their next
cow.
thing is, the meat.
like build
Basically build
Build
a
meat.
animals.
build a steak.
build meat.
So, but the
That's
question
disgusting.
then comes in is like, do vegans or whatever that avoid
Right.
that? Do they start?
Like you're killing it if it's if you're.
I feel like
I
that'd be
think they're
gross.
only like,
creating,
yeah, but
like, slabs.
you never
It would-
killed an animal while
It wouldn't be
necessarily
a
the
different.
animal.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Yeah, it wouldn't
yeah.
be a
You
different
would because
No,
you're
not if you're building it.
You're
That
creating the
sounds
animal.
very hard.
I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. Politics. What you gonna do? The animal rights politics.
So, did you realize that the baseball All-Star game doesn't do home field anymore? This was the last year of
Really?
it.
Well, how do they decide now? Better team or better record or something?
I don't know, but I know it's not the All-Star game anymore, which is probably for the best because none of the best players like the starting pitcher in the All-Star game
Yeah.
is the best pitcher on the team, but he only throws the first inning. You know what I mean? So like teams like aren't always truly trying to win it.
That's a good point.
And it- And so
That's a
like
really good point.
players that are on losing teams have nothing to play for. Like it doesn't matter to them.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good idea to take it out, I would think.
Yeah, because it's they're not truly trying to win the game. It's a lot more just for fun.
Oh yeah, it's
and
the
so
experience.
it's a huge decision that it makes.
Right.
It's kind of how the NBA one is too. That was a joke.
It's tonight.
Really?
Uh-huh.
No kidding.
Yeah, that's it.
We got our game though, probably. All it's gone.
It'll probably start. I don't know. Who knows?
Fairly
I'm not
late.
worried about it. I don't really want to watch it. It's
No.
not much, but
Yeah.
that's what I got.
Anything in the works, D? Any music news or things like? What's the word with the Drake album? Or
There is
I
no-
guess mixtape. Or
There
whatever that might
really
be.
is no word with the Drake album. And I don't know. There isn't much music news right now.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's kind of just dropping singles and whatnot. So
Yeah, I couldn't be mad about that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of fun.
Didn't Future just drop an album?
yeah. Well, I guess
I never
some
actually
music
got your
news.
thoughts on that. What'd you think about that?
I haven't even listened to it, to be honest. I'm not a big Future guy. I dislike Future almost as much as I dislike Drake.
Gotcha.
So, but
Grant's a huge Future guy.
I
Grant
guess
loves Future.
Mm-hmm.
there's a ton of concert dates. Everyone's releasing tour dates right now. That's kind
Gotcha.
of what's going on in the music world.
Nice.
Did you happen to stumble upon anything unusual around 3 in the morning this past weekend, Josh?
Around 3 in the morning.
Yeah, were you out and about Mount Pleasant? You know, bar hopping and stuff?
What are you getting at? What?
You have a cab ride?
Oh, the cab ride? Is that what you're asking?
What's going on?
Yeah, so last night I was in the cab so last night we were at the party I was telling earlier about the cosplay. The cosplay party I randomly found myself at. We took a cab from there because we were like on the highway. We were pretty far away. We got on the highway to get to where we were.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. What highway?
It might have been by Denny's, but anyways, we're
Wait, excuse. Can
No,
I
no,
stop
just
for a second? Where's the highway? What highway?
No, dude, just it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter location. Let me
Okay.
just tell a story. So we get the cab ride,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just chatting with this lady, just hitting it off.
Uh,
And
the driver was a woman.
yep,
Okay.
and she had a van, whatever, had candy. No.
Oh my God.
I'm
That
just
sounds
talking
horrible.
her ear off, just talking. I don't even know what we're talking about. Anyways, we get back and we're dropping off, and I forget. First off, it's $6 for me and Morgan, and I give her a 20 and say I'll have only $4 back.
You tip her double.
I gave
over
her a
double
$10 tip.
on a $6 ride.
And I'm sitting there after like, God damn it, why did I just do that?
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
That's
So,
hilarious.
I'm like, all I'm thinking about is like, Jesus Christ, why did I just spend so much money on this cab ride? Why was I so kind or whatever, generous? And we go inside and everything, and then we actually ended up getting Jimmy John's, but I'm sitting there and I get a text from our cab driver. And she texts me, hey, you forgot your bag. I'm coming by to drop it off right now.
The taxi cab driver.
It's like 30 minutes later. I had no
They-
clue I left my bag in there.
Josh.
I was so concerned with the money I just lost.
This woman texted you?
She texted my cellular device.
Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, so she texted
Then
me.
you tip her another $10. Bring
Yeah.
it back.
And then I just gave her my whole wallet and then said, have a great
Just
night.
swiped.
Cut her debit.
Oh.
Yeah, so got my bag back, and I was like, wow, I guess it was probably pretty nice that I tipped her well, because otherwise she probably would have stole my bag.
What was in it? Anything important?
It was just my Central bag and some water bottles, some
A Coke.
some H2O. I think a Coca-Cola might have been
Yeah.
in there. A little green tea.
All right.
Yeah,
Little sugar-free chaser.
absolutely.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's pretty much my weekend, to be honest.
So, oh yeah, you already talked to us about the party. The
Yeah,
party was a
we haven't
mess.
chatted in a while after this feast we just had. I don't know. Was there any other big events that happened during the week? What do we have? What awards show?
Oh,
did
we
just
have the Oscars coming up.
coming up.
We had the
the
Grammys.
Grammys,
the
the
Grammys.
Grammys. I'm terrible with those names.
But
I didn't watch it.
I read something interesting.
I heard Bruno killed it, by the way, if you guys were
Well,
wondering.
No, I didn't read that.
Oh, I just heard from my sources.
I didn't hear that. I doubt that's true. No. Bruno, he's talented. He's talented.
You're James
I just
Strait.
love busting the chops. But I did see some medical. It's not really news. It's more of an article, and I was reading it in class, and it about made me puke because apparently.
That's right. You
I
told
was-
me about this earlier in
I
the
was-
week, and yeah,
right.
I'm saving it.
So this woman was having really bad menstrual cramps. She had to get abdominal surgery. So she was given an anesthetic and I think it's pronounced paralytic to relax, kind of so you're not moving around and while you're under. And they control her breathing with a breathing machine, so she only breathes 7 times a minute. Well, the person that gave her the anesthetic didn't do a good job because she woke up before the surgery even started, but she couldn't move, talk,
She
or
was just
anything.
like stuck in the body.
So she was sitting there, and her eyes
felt the whole thing.
She felt all 5 incisions that they made. Now,
my, that's like torture.
She said it was by far, obviously, the worst pain she's ever felt. Like,
what?
Without a doubt. I mean, how would that not be? But she said she could feel and hear. Okay, this is the doctor saying this is the pancreas, this is the ovaries. Just feeling around, pulling, touching stuff with metal scalpels and whatnot. So the worst part she said is she's on this breathing machine. So because of the pain, her heart rate is starting to pump fast. Oh, yeah. And she's only breathing 7 times a minute.
You'd think they would see the heart rate spike.
Well, that's what you think. And she finally, after 10, 15, I don't know how long.
Regained motion.
She got a little bit of movement in her foot. And she twitched her foot to try and hey, yo, I can move, I can feel. The nurse that was assisting the doctor literally just grabbed her foot as if it was procedure and just held it still so she wouldn't shake on the operating table.
What?
And they just finished the operation, stitched her up, and
afterward
she went up to the guy operating on her. She said, "I could repeat every word you said in the operating room," and she did. She started telling him, "You said this, this, and this," and the guy was, I guess, just bawling his eyes out, just hearing this.
Whoa.
I mean, how would you not?
I know.
You just operated on a human being that was wide awake.
Oh my god.
Dude, that makes me scared to get surgery.
Well, yeah.
I know, and
it's
said,
such a freak thing. But.
I was meaning to mention this. So she's on this breathing machine 7 times a minute. So her heart rate is like 100 something beats per minute.
She's trying to breathe, but she can't.
She's suffocating. 7 times a minute is not a lot, at all.
That's not a lot at all.
She said her lungs were felt like they were gonna explode on fire.
Oh my
God. She blacked out multiple times and came to and I felt sick reading it. It was horrible.
Dude.
Obviously legal action afterwards, but
that's torture.
It shook me up just thinking about it. Yeah, and I don't know. I thought of you. I kind of thought of you guys because your dads are emergency room doctors.
Yeah.
Or you're right. Your dad
He's retired now.
Yeah, your dad's not anymore, right? But
not anymore. But no, he was a PA.
Right. Yeah, your dad's a PA. But I don't know. I just thought that was terrifying.
Scary.
I know.
I couldn't imagine that.
And I looked at the statistics. Apparently, 1 in every 19,000 operations that happens.
Jeez.
Apparently, it just happens every so often. So can you imagine being that one out of?
Dude.
Horrible.
Wow.
That's terrible.
So yeah, I don't know. I guess where I was taking this was, I don't know. Is there any horror stories or anything you guys have from a dentist or a doctor? Because reading that, it reminded me of. There have been times at the dentist where I didn't get numbed up and they were drilling on me and I had to.
Well, yeah, my worst pain I ever got was the root canal I had. We waited it out and my gums ended up getting really swollen, and so they were basically infected. And when they were sticking it was probably the most pain I've ever felt. And I was literally just droplets of tears just coming out of my eyes. And the nurse, when she was doing it, was like, "I'm so sorry."
You were probably white knuckling that.
Oh, white knuckling the hell out of the chair. But yeah, so they put the normal amount of numbing in, and then she comes in 2 minutes later and is like, "All right, is your mouth completely numb now?" And I went, "Absolutely not. Nothing." She doubled up the dose, and then I think she only did one more time, and then finally got numb. But it was terrible.
I know they numb you, but a lot of times it doesn't help that much.
It doesn't really do much. It's a lot
of times it doesn't.
I chipped my tooth and they had to shave it down. They were just shaving right on the nerve. And I could feel it. And
that is
hurt
terrible.
So bad. Just none of the other times when I got my wisdom teeth out, I could I was half under and I could feel it. I could feel shit. It was weird. I wouldn't open my eyes. I would just all of a sudden feel a pain and I just go, "Oh!" And they're like, "You're fine. Go back to bed." All right.
Go back to bed.
It happened a couple times, but they're like, "You're." And they just kept going, "You're okay," and I just go, "Okay."
Yeah, you're so doped up on whatever it is they give you.
We got a grizzly bear in room 3. Get the tranquilizer darts. Cool guy just comes in with those dart things.
Yeah. The blow dart.
The bamboo with the dart.
Yeah, right in Joe's neck. He's out.
Man. That's fun. I don't like that. I don't like I mean, getting
I've
put
never
under
been
isn't
put
that
under.
bad, but I just thinking about what they're doing to you when you're under.
It is kind of crazy.
It's just kind of creepy to think about.
Yeah. Other than that, I haven't really had that much that's happened to me, thankfully. Knock on wood. But in the sense
No
of,
real
I've had
injuries.
stitches. You had stitches on your eye. I
I've
had
had
stitches on
eyebrow.
my eye.
I've had
I've
stitches
never-
in my eyebrows like 3 times.
I've never had stitches, but I've been glued and I've been stapled.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, your dad's a big fan of the stapler.
He does like the stapler.
Oh, my lord. He stapled me up a few times.
Yeah.
Stapled up my head in practice at one time. In the middle of
That's
practice when
right.
Jeez.
Mitch and I hit heads, and thing
Mitch is
was the size of a
disgusting.
softball.
Thing was
Literally.
like
Right
I've never
away.
That's
seen-
no exaggeration either. Pretty accurate.
I've never seen anything like that.
All right. Well,
Yeah, I guess
I
that's
don't
gonna
know.
about do it. There's not much. There's not many other events really that were
No.
going on this week.
I don't have much.
No big
else.
games. No.
Nope. Nothing. This was kind of an uneventful week.
Yeah.
What about
I know the
fast?
Went through
UFC
the
card
motions.
was pretty. I don't think there was it. I know 208 was really bad, but no, nothing really going on with
Well,
UFC.
I hear. I'm hearing different things about the Mayweather and.
Crazy thing I actually just heard recently is a lot of people are starting to think Connor's gonna have a lot better chance than they previous thought.
Really? People have watched him and like, all right, he's not that bad.
Well, apparently Connor, well, he did a little bit of like not much boxing at all. But what I was hearing about Floyd Mayweather was he's like messed up. He can't even really like pull his fingers together. He's like run down. And
Like,
he's
banged up?
every bit of 40.
Yeah, he's old.
And he's getting old. That's what a lot of people are starting to realize. Like maybe this age is gonna be a huge factor. And if he comes flying in, who knows, dude?
Anything can happen,
That's what I'm
but
saying.
I still get Floyd. I still get Floyd the dub.
Probably, yeah. No, I definitely
Yeah.
give him advantage, but it's looking more possible. But, all right, yeah. I guess that's gonna do it. Just in case anyone was wondering, this is we record these on Sundays every time. We catch you up on previous news, our life. We give you tips, ways to make your life better, and I guess without further ado, we're gonna see you next Sunday. Sound good, boys?
Cheers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Peace.
Cheers.